Success, greatness. It doesn't find you. You have to chase it. Hard work isn't hard at all if you're hungry. Dedication. You have to taste it. I'm Lawrence Ballenger. How hungry are you?
For today's shoulder workout, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have some heavy lifts in there. Go 5 to 6 reps. I want you guys to pound it out. Don't hold back for anything. I want you every set to be nice and heavy. And then after that, we're going to pump it up and go about 8 to 12 reps. Get a lot of blood into the muscles, little rest period as possible. When you guys come in, I want you to hit it hard. I don't want you really to think about any other thing throughout the day. You're focusing just on your lift, just on your dream physique, achieving your PRs and your personal records and your goals. All I want you to do is sit down and focus. Because success only comes to people that work hard and focus on their goals. Nobody's going to help you get to where you want to be besides you. Before we knock out this workout, you always have to warm up. You want to do about 5 to 10 minutes of cardio, warm up your rotator cuffs and your shoulders so you can prevent injuries. So this is what we're going to do to actually warm up our rotator cuffs. You can do this with a dumbbell, you can do this on a cable, you can do this with a band. Today I'm using a band. You attach it to something that's sturdy, and all you're doing is bringing it in, nice and controlled. It's not a real workout, you're really trying to get blood into your rotator cuffs. Then you just switch hands and you work your exterior rotator cuff by just slowly rotating your arm out. We're doing about 10 to 20 reps. And then you switch arms and you do vice versa on each arm. And you do this about 2 to 3 rounds and you're good to go. It should only take you about 2 to 3 minutes. So now we're going to do some arm circles and just warm up our shoulders just a little bit more. You know, just trying to get some blood into them so they're ready for our heavy lifts and so we don't really hurt anything. We'll go forward and back, just about 10 reps on each. Nice and simple. We're doing small circles, not big ones. All right, so now what we're gonna go do is get started with military press. We're gonna sit down, we're doing it inside of a power rack. Just in case you don't have a spot, you wanna be as safe as possible. We're gonna do 2 warm-up sets with about 6 reps. We're just trying to get into the motion, and then we're gonna do 3 working sets of 6 reps. You're gonna take about 2 minutes break, minute to 2 minutes break, because you really wanna bang out as heavy weights as possible. Every day you're not gonna feel your best. You're not gonna be able to reach the same PRs you made last week. Sometimes nutrition, sometimes your central nervous system. So I want you guys just to remember, push as hard as you possibly can. If you don't have a spot to help you lift it up, stop. You don't wanna hurt yourself. Drop the weight a little bit, and you'll be perfectly fine. And finish up your reps. So now we're gonna keep the intensity going. We're gonna hit some Arnold presses. I like doing it with a high back seat, but you could go with the regular seat if you would like. We're gonna do 1 warm-up set followed by 3 working sets. With the Arnold press, you're starting to get more of your front delt into the action. So it's really getting a lot of power and a lot of size in your front delt, what a lot of people are really lacking. Really want a well-developed shoulder because it really brings out the width of your body and it gives your arms a well-developed look. It's one of the most important things I work. I work it probably 1 full time, once a week, and then I hit it a little bit on chest day and on back day as well. So we just got done with the heavy movement, heavy compound movements. Now we're moving over to isolation. So we're gonna do 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps, really focusing on the squeeze and controlling the weight. We're not just throwing it up, we're controlling it all the way throughout the motion. Keep your body straight, squeeze it all the way up. Don't let it come all the way down and touch your thigh. when you're doing this one, the weight's a lot heavier because you're not actually able to rock your body and feel the momentum in it. And you always have constant tension on that muscle. So don't really worry about the weight, worry about keeping a full contraction throughout the whole exercise. Make sure you're properly squeezing, you're not rocking, and your bench isn't swaying. All right, so now we're hopping into cable incline lateral raises. Great exercise. We're gonna do 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps. We're just gonna bang it out and kill it. So all you wanna do, grab the handle, lean over slightly, and make sure we're keeping the same tension and squeeze as throughout the rest of our exercises. So as you saw, some of the reps weren't a full 100% range of motion. It's between 80 and 90%. Just because you get so much blood in there, sometimes it's hard to actually contract the muscle fully. We're just going through the motion, make sure we're squeezing as tight as possible and keeping that intensity up as high as possible. We don't want long rest periods, 30 to 45 seconds, bang it out, and keep on moving. Really great exercise because you're stopping the rocking motion. We're isolating each front delt. Lean back, keep the intensity the same. 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps. We're gonna go single hands. The best part about doing it on an incline is it really stretches out your front delt. And when you're contracting, you're able to get a great stretch, get extra blood flow into it. You want to make sure we keep the intensity high. Those breaks were a little bit shorter. When I say 30 to 45 second breaks, it's really only if you need it to go all the way to 45 seconds. If you could cut it short at 20 seconds, that's good. Keep the pump, keep the intensity going. So now we're gonna do reverse pec deck flies. Really get a good contraction on your rear delts, round out your shoulders. We're gonna do 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. Keep the intensity high, 30-second breaks if necessary, and keep banging out, keep getting a great pump. So let's get started. A lot of people really think they hit their rear delts enough on their back exercises, but I think you need to do it a little bit more just because it's a neglected area and you don't get that roundness and thickness to your actual shoulder and your actual body. All we're focusing on is keeping our elbows up, pulling back and tracking our muscles. You don't want your elbows down too much because you're not gonna be squeezing your rear delts enough. If you keep your elbows parallel with the ground, you'll be able to squeeze your rear delts, get great detail, and really round out the back of your shoulders. We're gonna go right into shrugs, bang this out, 8 to 12 reps, 3 sets. We're keeping the intensity high. I wanna keep everything rolling, keep the pump. We wanna make sure that you're getting really, really good contraction. So let's get it started and knock this out. Most people go a little bit heavier on shrugs. It's usually a pretty strong movement for most people. So that's why we went barbell. Straps are a lot easier just because you've been using your grip to go through the rest of the day and rest of shoulder exercises. Just like with all the movements I usually do, it's always a slight pause at the top, really controlling the muscle, really contracting it. Because if you go too fast, you're using a lot of momentum to move the weight. It's because they're not really contracting, they're kind of just going through the motion and everything's just bouncing. All right, So that's it for our shoulder workout. We went through high intensity, some heavy lifts, some good contractions, some good isolations. You covered almost every aspect that you really need to actually get growth. So make sure to come back to Bodybuilding.com for more content and information from me and my team Bodybuilding.com athletes. My name's Lawrence. I'll catch you guys next time.